this stuff to a certain extent. There's no way as an artist, I feel, that you cannot be influenced by it. If you grew up in New York City, someone my age, and it's do the right thing motherfucking hot, we open up the Johnny Pump. For those who aren't familiar with that term, it's a fire hydrant. But we call it the Johnny Pump. How can I not have a Johnny Pump scene? And also, you just can't turn the pump. You have to direct the water. So we'll get a can and scrape both ends on the sidewalk, and then you're able to push the ends in and then be able to put the can open on both sides and direct the water. That's just part of New York. That's part of the culture. Double Dutch. You know, the kids dumping double Dutch. Skelly. Stoop ball. If you really think about New York culture, you should look at the opening credits of Crooklyn. Mm-hmm. Where we show
all the games. All the games.
Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3.
Coco
Livio, hot peas and butter, come and get your supper. And the thing about it though, was really sad. For the most part, those New York City street games are gone.
Dead. They're gone.
All this technology, Shock, all this technology did not exist. And kids used their imagination. We played games. We weren't sitting up in the motherfucking like a zombie. 8 hours straight. Yeah. And who knows look in those, especially those violent games, 8 hours straight. How does that make you not want to go up and get a gun and shoot somebody?
Right.
That's a fact. I don't care what they say. You play them violent games 8 hours a day, 24 hours, 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm dyslexic. Shit be slipping. No way you telling me that I don't want to make somebody get a gun and shoot motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. I got a question going back to those New York games and just New York in general. You and I share love for Martin Scorsese movies, share love for The Godfather. Mm-hmm. And your work features a lot of Italian Americans.
What's his name? Governor Cuomo says The Godfather's racist. You didn't read about that?
I did hear that, actually. that. But yeah, well, I think that was because who was calling him Fredo? Was that Trump who was calling him?
No,
that?
they're calling his brother Chris Fredo.
They were calling his brother Fredo. Okay.
But he says he's Sonny though.
Well, the question I have is,
But you know what though? I like to say this. When you hear Ron Kemp say what the governor said, are you an honorable man? Are you an honorable man? What does that sound like?
That very much so. Very much so.
That sounds straight up gangster to me.
Godfather. Straight out the Godfather.
That sounds straight up Godfather. Yeah. Are you an honorable man? Are you? That's some gangster shit right there. I'm sorry.
It is. So, your work features a lot of Italian Americans who, in Brooklyn have an interesting relationship with Black folks historically, right? And brief change.
Can you say New York City? I would say that.
In New York City specifically. Speaking of which, I was watching, there's this actor, I had to look him up, Al Palagonia.
Yeah, that's my man.
Somerset. I was like, who is it? I watched Somerset and 25th Hour this weekend, and he popped up in both, and I was like, who is this guy? I've never seen this guy before. He's really
he's in he got Game 2, The Agent.
He's the yeah. And then I saw that he's only been
25th Hour too.